Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here. The original card game for the win. And again, I'm doing more of a weekend thing rather than on Friday specifically because some of them have been timing specifically into the beginning of Saturday and closing out kind of on Monday. Some, at least I think so. So I'm not entirely sure exactly when they're ending, but they have been weekend events and they haven't been like active during Friday, so my classic Friday Night Magic has not been working out as planned. And yeah, I'll be doing this event, Heliod's Glory. Darn lips. Heliod's Glory. Anyhow, like before, it's for style cards. In this case, I'm pretty sure I have all three of them, because I know I have Daxos Blessed by the Sun and Heliod Sun Crowned. Reverent Hoplite, I'm not entirely sure of, but that would be fine. Now, the thing is, these events, I'm not sure if they're historic, but I do know that they count towards any of your quests. Right now I've got one that's, let me see here, black or red. I'm going to be doing a black and blue deck here, because I assembled one that's based kind of roughly on dimmer style. But it's going to be changed eventually, and maybe or maybe not downsized. I don't know. It's a particularly big deck, but it's meant to do a lot of things, including possibly seriously damaging your opponent's deck, while being a little resistant to that itself, because there is actually a certain dynamic for having a large deck, is that you can kind of use that to resist attempts to shred your deck. So you can make yourself resistant to milling. Now, how this one's going to work out, other than the, of course, play until you get 3 wins thing, is, well, there are certain ones that are banned here, some which are very recent cards, like Fairy Vandal is part of Throne of Eldraine, and I can kind of see why it's banned, but in like regular play it wouldn't be. So some of these are only banned in this exact event, and also because of how this thing's being played out, there's an interesting situational thing that's banned. Basically, the big deal is you get an emblem that acts as if it was the artifact known as the Immortal Sun. And the Immortal Sun is an artifact that was actually previously in the Ixalan block. And this is just an emblem version of it, where it's the exact same thing and everybody's got it. But it's an emblem rather than an artifact, so you can't get rid of this in any way on either side. Nobody can target your version and you can't target theirs. Because if you have an emblem, one of the rules of emblems basically says it just cannot be targeted by anything. It does not count as a permanent on the field, even though it may be represented as such in some versions of electronic games. It just doesn't count. It's just part of information attached to players. So, because it is not permanent, it can't be destroyed or even shut down in any way, period. And they're preserving that balance possibly indefinitely. Once you've got an emblem, you've got an emblem. And this event gives you it. Well, let me run down what this means for the Immortal Sun as an emblem. Players can't activate Planeswalker loyalty abilities. That's a very big deal. It makes most Planeswalkers pretty much useless. Now, there is a big exception, and that's something that they're going to be carrying on in sets past War of the Spark, and that some Planeswalkers have a constant ability that doesn't depend on loyalty abilities being activated. So what that basically means is they would still be able to operate under the Immortal Sun, but they would have a lot of their abilities no longer activatable, and therefore they'd have serious reduction in use. Well, the Immortal Sun basically shuts them down pretty heavy on that one, so yeah, I can see why they've just outright banned, during this event only, any Planeswalker that only has loyalty abilities. And that's because, for one thing, they'd just be semi-uselessly on the field. But not entirely. I mean, they count towards your devotion and as a permanent of a certain color and stuff like that, but it would be a bit different. So, basically, they're doing that because they would, in fact, because of the Immortal Sun, be kind of useless in the first place. And now, at the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. So, we will be drawing really fast. Even though we actually, as part of this event, will actually start out with 6 cards. So, first person to draw, which will probably... the first person to have a draw step, I should say, will get an additional one. So in this case, the advantage might actually be to the player who plays second, rather than first. Now, another thing of the Immortal Sun is spells you cast cost 1 generic mana less to cast. Okay, everything's less expensive, especially anything that has a generic mana cost tagged on it. And here's the last part of it. Creatures you control get +1/+1, so everything is going to be stronger and tougher. That's going to be an interesting deal here, especially when there's some I know that are a nightmare even under their normal circumstances in both directions. So, as I said, I'll be playing a black and blue deck that I will at some point edit to get a Planeswalker in. Although I did make it originally kind of for this event, I also made it to get the quest to this event because I was playing black and blue a lot, and I thought, well, maybe I'll finally do a dimmer style deck. And yeah, as my artwork for it, I chose Lazav the Multifarious. And he is like the leader of the dimmer guild. It should be noted you can just put any card as an artwork for your deck by whenever you're in your collection, you just hold and drag to the empty portion on your deck on the box artwork, and then it adds it as an artwork. Sometimes it'll default a few things in, but you can just get any card to make it look whichever way you'd like. So I went with Lazav the Multifarious. I've got a lot of other stuff in here, but he really represents Dimir, as he is basically his leader. So let's see how well this goes, and again, I'd like to be able to play all the way to the end of this event on camera, but if it lasts more than an hour, I'll think about it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, Vampire of the Dire Moon. I can go with that. And Guildmage's Forum, so that means I'll be able to play my Diamond Knight next. Whether or not I get to play anything else out, we'll see. As I said, the second player might actually get an advantage, so he got to draw an additional card. I also found out something additionally cute my dragon could do. He could chase his tail and then put on an eggshell as a helmet. I see he's playing almost my style. Because he even has a Shadow Spear. Okay, this is where things get interesting. I think I'll play this for now. I am choosing blue. So I'm calling blue. Let's see how much he's willing to hold on to that, because I will in fact attack with my Vampire of the Dire Moon. Lifelink and... Yeah, Lifelink and Death Touch is a pretty nasty combo on anything, let alone a Vampire. Well, Vampires, it's a little more common because they can all those moves. Yeah, he's playing heavily one of my previous styles of deck. I haven't seen any blue, so I don't know if he's playing Dimmer style. He might... Okay, he's playing black and white. He just tossed out a Temple of Silence. And they produce black and white mana, so he's got a black and white deck in all likelihood. But sometimes you can just throw that in for extra, and it is good just for the scry. Okay, I am now officially... See, this does make it a little tricky because as long as that card is up, I won't be able to have counters placed on my creatures. But this also means I can get in a double attack. I will soon have a couple others in that he might not want to risk using. Or going up against. I want to use my Gravebreaker Lamia. Maybe, but I'd need another land, so we'll see if that pops up in a land draw. Yeah, he's going with classic 60-card deck. I've got a full 100. So if it weren't for the fact this isn't entirely singleton, this could be an official commander deck. I will take out that Vampire. Because if it's a decent block kill, I might go for it. Yeah, he's going black-white. Dawn of Hope, that was pretty much... Cool. I can cut loose with Nightveil Predator? Maybe? Oh, not quite. Okay, okay. So Vindictive Vampire. But yeah, this is gonna be turbo draw. Of course, I also really like the Fire Blast of my pet dragon. Looks around, but this guy's still. Okay, we have Archon of Absolution. Yeah, this is totally very similar to one of my styles. Black and white. Of course, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to play Haunt of Hightower soon. Haunt of Hightower is redonkulous. Although God Eternal Bantu is awesome. Hello, Bantu. Oh wait, Kefnet, sorry. God Eternal Kefnet. Why did I say Bantu? It's because I'm thinking of getting Bantu. I am considering it. I'm considering getting God Eternal Bantu, even though his ability I don't consider to be as, well, I mean some of them together are still really great, even if I don't use his, like, on battlefield entry thing. Child of Night. Definitely getting a lot of lifeline. Healer's Hawk. Okay. Bird is the word, is it coming? His Blight Beetle is attacking. He's only got one left. Might be able to use it. Decline. He's not. Okay, let's go. I mean, one good one is worth another, isn't it? I'm using Mirror Maid to copy my Drown Yard secrets. Or Drown secrets. Drown Yard? I mean, it kind of is. I mean, I'm thinking of all sorts of sets right now. Gonna be interesting. No Temple of Silence.
I will have revenge for House Markov.
Okay. Oh, if I was playing with my black and white deck right now, we would be mirroring each other heavily. In all likelihood. I don't know why he wants to feed Kefnet right now. I mean, he's just getting pecked by himself. I mean, he is getting some life from it. But my Blight Beetle has something to say about that. And now I can gain counters and he can't because of that. Decline, reveal, additional card. Dungeon guys. This could be fun. Double. Okay. I know how Archon of Absolution works, so I'm not somebody who gets confused by the meta. I know that. I know that because I've used that card myself. It basically... The interesting thing is there was a legend that had the same... Well, like one of the same abilities about making it so that your opponent had to pay 1 for every creature they attacked with at a time. And now it's just an uncommon, non-legendary ability on this card. So I'm going, yeah, I know that. Oh, made you use one of your better moves. And injured yourself in the process, because that's how that move works. Daxos, blessed by the sun. He has a ton of toughness right now. Ah, he had another Blight Beetle. You're still not getting any more counters, though. How is that 0? Oh, yeah, one of the other abilities. Because of the Immortal Sun, reducing cost. Which means these two are now officially free. It's hilarious when something has a converted mana cost of 1 because it's just 1 colorless, and that's exactly what it uses. Yeah, why not? I don't play blue very often, but when I'm in the mood. Okay, now Ginger Brute. It's time for you to be your unblockable awesomeness. Oh wait, I still needed one more from the thing. But either way, it's just cool to just activate the ability going, ha ha, just look at the exclamation mark. I'll be able to peck at him pretty soon. Of course, the problem with getting so many cards in your hand is you may have an issue actually paying them all. Oh, he could kill himself with that thing. He could so kill himself with that thing. Because the more you try using it, the more you're gonna lose life. Because it hasn't... yeah. Oh, that's what he looks like when he comes out. I know I got that card. It's just I hadn't actually used him yet, so finally got to see the animation. That's gonna make up for it, because he just used Heliod's ability. But at the same time, I'm not gonna really get those counters. Blight Beetle even works against a god. Now, Revenge of Ravens, that might be a difficult one to deal with. If I just get a few things that can get past this, they're so screwed. So damaging them so much with that ability from Bolus's Citadel. This allows you to play with the top card face up, and you can play it at any time, but you pay life instead of its converted mana cost. So you could deal yourself so much damage that way. I mean, if you want to maybe gain a little health in exchange for a creature, I could see that. When the ability triggers, it's still going to trigger, so you still got to choose something. He gave me a coin counter? Does this guy know me? He's being very nice. Therefore, I have to say hello. Okay. Oh, finally. Screaming shield. Yeah, it's not a very quiet thing. Let me... That's not a very quiet piece of equipment. It's quite loud, actually. I will definitely need to have some of my cheaper things cast in a row for me to really go for it. This is going to be a truly epic match. Yep, we're officially in epic match territory. It's hard to have an epic match without both going over your starting life totals and going nuts. Yeah, so much of this resembles my other deck, so I'm wondering if one match might go on for a good portion of my usual time limit. just saying. Do I even need to worry about time limit? No, not really. Just kind of a joke. Will I redecide? Maybe. Because this is really good. But yeah, the reason why he has Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord is because that special ability that says as long as you return creatures and planeswalkers you control have lifelink, so therefore it's not an exclusively only loyalty ability thing. Okay, let's see. What of this can I kill? I can kill you. The Blight Beetle would be good to get rid of, so... Yes, you're gonna die. 6/6, 3/16, 5/8. I could kill that, I think. Oops, did I accidentally? Okay, what was I gonna? Fashioned order. I don't think I can kill much more. This unless... Okay. Can't get to all in time. They give you way too short of a timer for this sort of thing. Finally! Finally, it's good to see someone who can stand up to somebody who's a champion quality player. Actually get through. Of course, this is a fun... This is a, just a fun, run type thing, because this is an event. This isn't, like, ranked. So let's see. But that was an epic match. I'd be able to play my key, but nothing else, so I'm gonna have to mulligan. So you gotta remember these will be reduced by 1. So that'll be a bit less. Well, I can keep 5 for now and hope I can get some plans later. That'll be a little more complicated, because sometimes the simpler ones are actually more complicated, because you have to get that much mana on the field once it's all one color. Ah, he's got the dog. Nice. Okay. No, that is counting as one less, okay. That's a slight problem. I'll have to lure him into counter kill then. Might use that. Okay, they realized what I was gonna do. I can get some of these things out to my, and I do have Lazav the Multivarious, so this could get fun. I have my artwork version right here. Houston, we have rats. Okay. That's a lot of vampires in a hurry. zap the multifarious. Yeah, it'd be nice to have that. I just thought I'd give him a little word. No attacks yet. As long as that thing has Death Touch, I'm gonna have to be at least a little. I do have Aid the Fallen to bring something back, but I'm waiting on it. Let it be for a good reason. Now this is a solid black deck. I want to hold off on some of this because of later. I'm gonna go for a few attacks. Need to take those down by a bit. I know that'll zap me a little bit, but I can get that back later. Just need to get them out of my way. Definitely need to clear those rats at some point. So I need to get rid of that Piper somehow. Because if they activate that last ability, then they can basically just swipe something. But we'll take a serious chunk of their mana that turn. Wow, you really, really went for it. I can't use his X ability. Not yet. But I might go for it. Especially when I get a freebie. This is worth it for the attack. Will I take out at least one of them with the Secret Fruit? Maybe. Sure, Lenora. Yeah, because they don't know I can turn it around with it's gonna hurt a bit. But it's gonna be worth it for this amount of damage output because they're gonna have to block some of this, so they're gonna lose some of their rats at least, unless they want to lose both Vizier the Scorpion and Vampire the Diamond. They're thinking about it, because they know that Vizier the Scorpion is good because it gives all zombie tokens Death Touch. So they might have some other zombie tokens they want out, and they're thinking, do they want to block with that, or do they want to lose a rat? Or do they want some of this damage to just smash through? They're definitely pondering. Because Piper the Swarm's going to take a little while to... I mean, they're going to have to use that effect to full power, and that's going to really decrease their amount of blockers, but then they'd be able to steal one of mine. However, I have some other things that will be actually worse if I put it out after they've already got one. Here, do I want to mimic one of those? Maybe. So I can bring back my Boreal Elemental, actually. Not enough to really get her out of full power. But if I were to bring back... Yeah, if I bring back her, though, I could have Thassac going all out. Maybe. It's a thought. I don't know if there's any way they could realize what I was planning. Maybe they just had a bad connection. That doesn't feel like a scared out of your mind nope out. That scares like I had an accident nope out. Like, I'm sorry, my internet is just not feeling it nope out. Which isn't really a nope out, it's more like an ah out, you know? It's like, what happened to my internet? Yes, that is the emergency. I'm having an issue that is technical type out. Like, I don't think there was any reason why they should have been quite that intimidated. I mean, in a way, yeah. I mean, they may have realized I was holding back on something big just for it. Do I want to... Nah, I want to mulligan. Guild Mage's Forum... That's just not quite enough. Thing is, in this format, it's actually good to mulligan a bit. I might take a chance on it. Night Belt Predator, you're good, but... Okay. Essence Capture, I might see you later. Because you're going to be drawing a lot of cards. Also, there's a certain strategy behind using a mulligan just right. Because if you decrease the amount of cards in your hand, you're putting it back into your library, so you can kind of keep a bigger library that way strategically. It's just a thought. But you can do it that way. Season of Growth. Also, when you know you got a decent amount of land coming to you, you might as well use it. Actually, because he doesn't have anything out, either I'm putting out my Ultimate Pantheon. And we got our hellos in. That's nice. Want to watch the cuteness? I can get a dragon to chase his tail. Yeah, he's super cute. I think I made the best decision in not worrying about the other one, which is the dog. That I could have theoretically bought. Because I'm like, you know, this guy's just so darn cute, there's just no way that I'm going to worry about it. Oh. Oh dear. I'm getting land rich suddenly. Which one to go for first is more the question. I'm gonna go with what I think. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Where's my blight beetle when I need it? Definitely gonna need some solid oil. I'm gonna do it. Okay, he's got a fairly big deck. Not as big as mine, but a fairly big deck. Do I want the mermaid to copy the altar? Because I totally could. Oh dear. Shadow Spear for basically free. This is like a dream that it's been waiting for it. Kidnap. I know I said I need my Blight Beetle. It came in a little bit later, but I am fine with that. Equip 2? I don't think I can fully equip them. I can just upgrade there. Okay, no, shouldn't attack yet. Need to build certain things up. I mean, I have my spear waiting for me. That's gonna be awesome with God Eternal Cabinet. Oh boy. He's trying to proliferate, but it won't work because I've got my Blight Beetle out. Aha! How you know why that little bitty thing is so important? Oh dear. Agent of Treachery. Now I've got a problem. He's taking my Blight Beetle. Well played. 'Cause a lot of people just go for the big expensive thing, in which case, God card. But no, he realized the sheer strategy of taking the Blight Beetle. Well played. Just well played. That is not a Cinder Sorcerer card. know, I think it's time for a night. I'm calling black. So I'm not going to use it immediately. And I can't really do the other thing, so... let's go Shadow Spear run. Give me some help. Gulp. That's why I love Shadow Spear. It lets you have just about any creature's equipped with its lifelink. The other abilities are good, but the lifelink equipability is just awesome. Got a Sharktocrab. He has a Sharktocrab. And he's got Leyline of Abundance powering things up. I may have to use an interesting strategic block or two. If he goes on the attack. He did not go on the attack. I will reveal. That's not what I'm hitting. Okay, you've slowed him down, but I'm making sure my thing comes back. Into my graveyard. It's supposed to be. Okay, that was gonna be my sacrificial blocker, but they nailed it. Well, I can also use some others here and there, but we'll see. Oh, wow. He's going for the all-out thing. What's he grabbing? Did he grab something? Or not? Opt out? What did he grab? Because that was Nation of Treachery. It should have grabbed something. That was like his one opportunity. It's like you... I think he declined. Because I don't see anything that he's got control of mine past that point. This is when I say I will let that one go. You know, I think... Oh, I'll reveal it. That's not what it does. It doesn't target creatures, so that's not going to do the same thing. Okay. Got a little extra. I think I'll play my Eighth Fallen. Bring back my Blight Beetle. I will copy... Oh, that's a big one. Do I want to... Let's make it really excruciating for them to attack. Because I was thinking maybe of... prepping for cabinet, but I have enough blue out now. They grabbed my Blight Beetle again. And my Shadow Spear. That's a lot of... That might be enough attack power. Maybe. It is a lot. I think they do maybe have enough, but my thing will kick in first. So the more they attack with, the more they're going to get drained. So it'd behoove them a lot to only attack with a couple of the strongest, and then they did not, so therefore good game. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to die. I guess they didn't notice whenever I did that. I have seen people kamikaze before, so that was interesting. I'm gonna go over my usual limit. I'm gonna go for 3, as long as... and go with it. And if I don't win the next round, then I may or may not cut it. I don't know. I may do it off screen, but I think I'm gonna just keep doing this and keep recording until I get the win, because... that was interesting. They forgot that I had doubled up on my Revenge of Ravens. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. Yeah, I'm keeping these 6. Yeah, spells in general cost 1 less, so that's one interesting use. Flux Chandler. Okay, Gingerbread. Let's go. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. That's totally why I love this guy. I'm calling this a fair play. I just love the quote on this one. It doesn't show while you're in actual duels, though. But it's like, contact our allies in the 10th and throw the switch. Things are gonna get weird. I like that vote. It's funny. It's funny, every time I've gotten Creeping Chill, it has not been because of its second ability, it has been because it has actually been in my hand. Its other ability is basically a defense against people that like to grind your decks. And another reason why I have it in here is I got one that's strong with milling and strong against it. Because it has an ability that if someone would put it into your graveyard from your library, whether that's you or them, you can exile it and basically play it without playing its mana cost. So you can get revenge for them doing that, or complement it into your own style. So it's an interesting card. It basically deals 3 damage and gives you 3 life at the same time, so it's kind of wicked. I was gonna say, there's not much of a decision to make here. I kind of left an opening. Okay. Okay, it'd be better if I just put out the... Here we go. Okay, Gingerbrute. Do your thing, Gingerbread Man. Go for it, Gingy! Go! Get revenge! If you didn't see the trailer for Throne of Eldraine, you got to, because it was freaking epic! Oh my gosh. They should have just had that in like, submitted it for an animated short, and it would have won awards. It was so awesome. I mean, freaking epic. Radical idea! Draw a card and have some jump start. They are not lucking out on creatures. I mean, neither am I. I've only got 2, but this is early game. So that does happen. Early game, you generally don't have many. They have puppets. He has more than one. But yeah, with Throne of Eldraine making fun of fairy tale things and making them super serious at the same time and just going all wacky with it has been interesting. I mean, that's basically Pinocchio right there. But just look at it. He turns into a human if you do it right. It could be interesting later. Okay. I was hoping for that turn, but it decided not to. Shall I Creeping Chill now? I think I will. And yeah, I know I'm going to not have my... I know I'm not going to be able to do my thing, but sometimes you just got to go with it. And not take the optimization and just go with the flow. 'Cause I could have countered the spell later and got a counter on my creature and then proliferated with Flux Channeler, but I was just decided to go in the moment. Exile! And human. See? That negates an attack, so strategic use. But you can only keep that up so many times. Especially when this one is that much stronger. Come on. Land ho. Congrats. You actually hit me. It's actually a pretty big deal right now. Oh, thank you for giving me land. I just needed that so much. Okay. Let me see. Which way do I want to go? Oh, this could be an interesting combo. Yep. I have planned for some combos like that. I just didn't realize I'd actually get to play it. You're a better blocker right now, Flux Channeler. I'm just going on the offense with my unblockable cookie. Yes, I threw an unearring cookie at you. Well, actually, it ran at you. It is the gingerbread man. He's gonna guide himself. It's part of the point. It's like how they explain him as a food golem. Like Like, and like it is basically saying they got the wrong. Aw, it was a good game. I didn't get to say it back. You just zipped out so fast. So many people do that. They'll say good game and then they immediately hit out. Oh well, at least I got through the event. And just barely passed my usual 1 hour ideas, which is what I'm considering a good margin of error. And now I have cosmetic cards that I can actually work. Did I get any major quest? No, I got a good portion of it. I just need to cast like 4 more black spells to get a little more. That's fair. Let me see here. I will very quickly and decisively go to my Dark Knights deck. Or Darklit Knights, actually. And what I will do is apply styles. Because now I should have more that are styled. Ones that have this kind of white border around a gray name have styles applied. Or just some border around their name that's different. Usually they'll have like the name in white. Like Giant Skewer, have a style for it. So it's just something I'm just showing real fast. Mace the Valiant, yeah. I didn't get the one for her. Wait. Got. Oh, it does it differently for him. Okay. The art is awesome on him, so thank you for that. Okay, so not all of them. Okay, so you can't fully go by that guideline. I just don't. It doesn't always work to show you what has been having a style applied. That's slightly off, but I'm fine with that. So you can't use a guideline. It's just whatever you got a style on, you got a style on. Fair enough. Anyhow, since I was able to show off the event for Heliod's Glory, I'm going to be logging off for now. Might do another match while I'm waiting for things. And see, like, if I can actually get maybe my last quest fulfilled for here. So I'll be signing off for now. Hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody.